Hey everybody, and welcome to Adventures by Troy and Company, where we talk about everything outdoor related, including hiking, camping, mountain biking, trail running, hiking, target shooting, and firearms. Today we're going to do some accuracy testing with the CZ 455 Ultra Lux. We already did a micro review on the gun, and today we're going to check out 3 different loads, 22 long rifle, and see how this rifle shoots. It's really an accurate gun. It's got that 28-inch barrel, which even helps accuracy a little bit more. And we're going to shoot with iron sights to see what we can do. And you can see downrange here at Joy Ranch, we have a 50-yard target set up, and then we'll go all the way out to 100 yards as well and see how we can do with a longer range with the 22. All right, so let's get set up and let's do it. Okay, so we're going to shoot 3 different loads today. We're going to start off with the Federal bulk ammo, standard 22 long rifle ammo, shooting at around 1,240 feet per second. I've already got a magazine loaded here. The gun is clear, but let's load her up. Put her down right here. Got my eyes on. Let me get my ears on. We have all kinds of bugs out here today, and they're driving me crazy. But we're going to go 50 yards, 5-shot group, and see how we do with the Federal. Again, it's tangent sight set up at 50 yards. Going with the irons here. And a little bit of wind coming up my back, going right to left. All right, that's one. I pulled that one. I did much better with my sighter shots, guys. I think being on camera makes me nervous. One more. And clear. All right, I know, didn't feel great about that. Let's go see how we did. All right. So we're right here. Right here. You can see my sighter shots from earlier, right down here. This is a pretty good group. It's only 3 shots, but what do I have here? I have roughly a little bit under an inch, 3/4 inch, my sighter shots. But let's look at what we did here. You can see I probably pulled one off the paper, which counts for that, the fact there's only 4 bullet holes there. But 1, 2, 3, 4, and our spread, if we go center to center, trying to hold the camera and the calipers here, we're going to say just under 2 inches. Just under 2 inches. So not that bad, I guess, going 50 yards. I bet you the bullet that missed went right there. So maybe that's a 2-inch group at 50 yards. But that's the Federal bulk. Let's go see what we do with the next load. Okay, the next ammo we're going to try is the Velocitor 22 long rifle. It's running around 1,430 feet per second. So this is a real hot round when it comes to 22 long rifle rounds, and it's really good for hunting. And it's looks like a hollow point, so really good for hunting. And target shooting wise, I've seen good results with this, so we'll see how this goes with this longer barrel. So magazine's in, got my eyes and my ears, rounds in the chamber. Let's see how we do here. You guys give me performance anxiety, so I get a little shaky, it seems, when I'm on camera. But we'll try to do the best we can. And these bugs are driving me nuts. Got my sight set up the same way as with the Federal. And let's get shooting. And by the way, we're shooting groups, not for bullseye. Hit something, not sure what I hit. Number 2. Pretty sure I pulled that one. This rest is okay, but you can probably see the rifle is moving. You know, it's not like I'm just letting it sit there and pulling the trigger. So I'm trying to hold and obviously pull the trigger when the sight is post is right where it needs to be. That's the challenge of shooting, right? That's what makes it fun. Sorry for that one. It took a little while longer than before. And number 5. And clear. Again, I can't even see what I hit, to be honest, so let's go down there and have a look. Okay, the CCI Velocitors did not do very well for me. This is pretty discouraging, actually. So I was holding down here, and this is the spread we got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all over the place. In fact, it's not even worthwhile measuring that group. It's over 5 inches. All right, so that's interesting. You know, whenever I get such a horrible result like that, obviously these bullets are moving a lot faster than the standard ammo, which group fairly nicely here and down here. Higher velocity, maybe out of that longer barrel, just isn't as accurate, or maybe I was shaking around a lot more than I thought. Anybody who shoots irons knows the challenges with that, even seeing the target, but I'm fairly certain I was holding right in this area. So, not so great for the CCI Velocitors. We'll give them another shot at a later time, but let's try our last load and see what we can do with that. Okay, the last of the 3 ammos we're going to test is the Polar Biathlon by Lapua. This is high-end stuff. This is, I don't know, $15 a box. So this is what a lot of target shooters will shoot. It's actually subsonic. It's around 1,050 feet per second at the barrel, and the bullets are even lubed. The bullets are lubed up, so just designed to be very accurate. And apparently in the sport of winter biathlon they use these. I guess they do better in the cold. I'm not exactly sure, but I know that small bore silhouette shooters use this kind of ammunition when they shoot the little metallic target. So let's get started with this one and see how we do. Hopefully better than the Velocitors. So I'm going to shoot for the lower right. And I'm sorry about the bugs, drive me crazy. Buggy here in southern Arizona. All right, let's see here, lower right. Boy, there's hardly any report out of that. The barrel's so long with that subsonic ammo, I'm actually hoping it's hitting the target, not below it. So I might have to redo this one. I can't see where it's hitting, but you hear that it's almost like it's suppressed. Coming out of that long barrel. One more. Pull that one. All right. This will be another interesting one. Let's go check it out. All right, here we go. See how the Polar Biathlon did. Okay, so this is better. definitely better. So down here, can you see that? So right here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So generally in the same area. Our group isn't fantastic. It's going to be about 3 inches, a little bit more than that perhaps. But again, holding right about here, and you can see, so definitely better. 3-inch group, 50 yards. Still thinking this might be our best up here, 2 inches or so, but again, we don't know where that last one went for the federal ammo. Let's do, I'm curious about the Polar again, so I want to do one more group with that before we go out to 100 yards. So let's try this one with the Polar Biathlon Lapua and see how that does, and then we'll take it out to the 100-yard range there. All right. So I decided to try this last round at 50 yards offhand. So I got the Polar Biathlon from Lapua loaded in the mag, ready to go. So let's rack around. Again, I'm a left-hand shooter. This is a right-hand stock. I'm aware of that, but it's really comfortable even shooting left-hand. So I'm going to pretend I'm in a small bore silhouette match and pretend that's the little chicken at around 40 meters, I guess it is. And let's see if we can hit that target even once with these bugs flying around. And clear. Hard to concentrate with those bugs flying in my ears. Let's go see how we did. Offhand, Lapua, Biathlon, 50 yards. So here's what I did. So I was aiming here, or that's, you know, with 50 yards away with that little post. That's basically what I could see. And I hit here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I did a little 3-inch group right here, and I got one in a little bullseye, which is pretty cool. What's interesting about this is I guess my sights are pulling a little bit left, and now that I look at it, even this one was a little bit left, this one was a little bit left, so my other 2 good groups were a little bit left. And even this one, if I recall, the Velocitors, I was shooting here and we hit all around over here, so it's definitely pulling left. So I'm not really that upset with that little group at 50 yards, that little 3-incher. Can always do better, always use more practice. But that's what it's all about, having fun, practicing your skills, your breathing, your trigger control, and trying to do better every time. So let's take it out to 100 yards and see what kind of performance we can get with that Lapua Biathlon round at 100 yards. All right, let's take it out to 100 yards. First, let me show you down there. You can see, if you can, I can't zoom in very well, but you can see where we are. We're all the way down there. Pretty far away. It's hard to see that target, but I don't know how well we're on. I have some steel down there that I was hitting. I have the tangent sight set for actually 125, but remember this is a lower velocity round here, a subsonic round, so it's kind of loopy and it just basically falls into the target. So I think this will work well. These bugs are driving me nuts, so we're going to wrap it up so I can get out of being eaten alive. So we're shooting for the top center target, 5 shots, and let's see what we can do. Hopefully we can get it. If we got a 4-inch group at 50, maybe within 6 to 8 inches. Who knows at 100. Still sounds suppressed, and these bugs are crawling all over me as I'm trying to concentrate. bit of a wind. I'm guessing I'm probably hitting pretty far left because the wind's actually at my back. One more. And clear. Let's go check it out. This is actually the result I expected, so let's walk around this way. This was my sighter steel that I mentioned right here. So that's what, I think an 8-inch plate that I was shooting at from 100 yards. You can see all the way back there. And then here's where, okay, so I was holding, I tried to get the post right around here. You know, you can see vaguely what you're aiming at when you're using up iron sights at that distance. But I mentioned I thought we were probably going to get somewhere about a 6 to 8 inch group, and that's in fact what we did. If maybe a little bit better, maybe about 5 inches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, because I put these were the old holes. I put the little stickers over those. So if that's 3 inches there, 3, and then 2, yeah. So that's a 5-inch group at 100 yards. You can see I was holding here, but as I mentioned, it was drifting left, even at the 50-yard mark. So I figured it would drift left again as we were shooting out to 100. So I just need to adjust the sights a little bit. But you know, 5 inches, 100 yards with iron sights isn't bad. I mean, it's pretty good. Windage-wise, it's over. Elevation-wise, obviously I could go up a little bit higher, but not a bad result. You know, I guess there's probably a lot of people who could do a lot better. But you have to remember the rifle, it's a whole integrated system when you're talking about accuracy, right? It's not only the rifle, it's also the ammo and also the shooter. And to really get an idea of how well that rifle shoots, you would need to put a scope on it, obviously, and leverage that technology. But iron sights are just so much fun. Sometimes I just prefer to do that. But we'll scope up some guns and check those out in the future. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you got something out of it. Hopefully it gave you some good information. Again, Federal, we use the Federal ammo. We use the CCI high velocity, which really didn't work well out of that gun. And then we use the high-end Lapua Polar Biathlon. And there's other ammos out there that are a lot better than that even. So just a cool result, I think. So please be sure to subscribe and like and comment. I want to hear your experiences, so make sure you do that as well. And then please check back, because we'll be doing a lot more reviews and touching base on everything outdoor related. Thanks you guys, and have a great adventure.